Hello Aquarius, this is your Tarot forecast for July 2015, and it's good to see you here. And you're going to be starting off this month here with a big bang. That's all I can say. Now, how that's going to play out for each of you individually, that's a different story. This is a general reading, of course, but I'm seeing that there is something now that's breaking through. All right, it's like shedding something, and it's good because it's giving you a sense of empowerment. You're going to be able to take control and steer your path now. And this is what it's all about. If you have been waiting, longing for this moment of breakthrough, well, here you are. It's like you are arriving. So it pretty much looks like it's time there of the full moon as well. And so whatever it is for you, it's really propelling you into the rest of what you're going to be experiencing here in this month. Looking at the area of your financial situation, well, you got the Wheel of Fortune, so expect some good changes to come in. Whatever those monies may be about, I see also your home, your property, where you live or how you live is probably going to be earmarked to it, as if you've been waiting to upgrade, say, new appliances, that could be it. Or maybe you're wanting to repaint or whatnot. But there's money, expenses going out to it, but I don't see that as money being spent as if, extra expenses. This is joyful. It's a joyful turn of events because why? It's allowing you to improve that feeling of day-to-day luxury. So this is great. You will be hearing, though, from a female. This is probably could be a neighbor or somebody in your close proximity, not necessarily family member, but there's a communication going on here. And maybe it could even be, for some of you, an interview, perhaps, or it could be talking to a supervisor or a boss, because I see money involved here as well. And it's kind of touching upon something that you might not been too happy with for a while, okay, because it's showing a little conflict. Maybe you've been waiting or expecting this, and maybe it has been delayed. And of course, here late of May coming into June, Mercury was retrograde. That could be a part of why something has been delayed. But Mercury is picking up speed, so it may not correlate with that. But at least this female is important. In fact, you got all the females in the tarot up here in your reading. So it's going to be an influence this month where I see that you can gain support and have important communications that can improve and better your life, if that is a word. I'm sorry, I'm Norwegian. But it definitely improve. Now, looking into family matters, this is home, family members. I'm seeing a celebration. There's new beginnings here. Maybe you or yourself looking to get married this month, or it could be somebody there close to you where you are invited to participate in somebody else's wedding. But it's a joyful feeling of this union, and I see blessings all around it. For you romantically, personally, I'm seeing lovers coming up here with a communication, and this is in the area of your self-expression, joy, happiness, spending time doing those things that you love to do. I'm also getting that it's equally important for your loved one here to have this time with you as well. And so go off and do those things that gives pleasure. Quality time is what we need. This is what recharges our batteries. And I'm just feeling that you're so much on the same page here in July. And it's starting off with that beginning of the month. And I feel that the positivity of those first few days is going to linger and filter through the entire 4 weeks that we are looking at. When it comes to your daily routines, I feel there's a short trip. This may not be like, quote unquote, the vacation, the long vacation. But I do see that you could skip out of town, maybe do a road trip. And for those of you who choose to do so, I'm seeing that that is an extension and an expansion of one of those fun things that you would like to do with your partner. because I see that you won't be traveling alone. You will be with your partner on this trip. And while you're there, there is a communication here, Aquarius, that I feel more like, I can't say a treaty, but it could be a commitment between the two of you, where you're promising one another that we need to do this more often. Let's skip town every once in a while just to get away, even if it's just for a day trip. Why? Because it helps you break away from the rut, the day-to-day routine, and there's nothing like just skipping house, work, and everything to feel that you are a part of the greater vision, the greater whole, the world that's alive out there that you miss out on your daily routines. So this is great. So do make that commitment to one another. I feel that could be great. For those of you, however, that are single here, Aquarius, how does this fit in for you? Well, if you were single and thinking of taking a road trip or getting out of town, you might just come to meet up with somebody, either that you know, or it could be a new person that might pop up, and where this will, in that respect, become something that's energizing for you. Looking to the long-term effect of your relationship, I'm feeling there is a focus of energy and intensity right now. The intensity that you're feeling is healing. This is something that you need, but it's also something that your partner needs. And we can get so easily wrapped up in our day-to-day thing. And I just mentioned that here also a little previous in your reading, where it's showing that you're going to have this time off together and see eye to eye and heart to heart, but it's showing up here again. And so I'm just wanting to empower you to know that if we just trust the foundation of what we have with our partner, that's one thing. And we do want to trust that foundation. That is what carries us through on a day-to-day basis. But we want to, at times, look at the overall picture. That means including the future. If we just stick to our routine, where is that going to take us a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Is it just going to be the same old, same old? Where's the excitement gone? Suddenly something starts withering and we wondered what happened, right? So I think that is the message of this month, becoming clear upon that it's important to focus on your relationship, how to bring more creativity into it, and how you can expand it, how you can bring joy and keep it with a sense of fresh renewal. Renewal is important for anything. It's like filling your cup, right? Now, if your partner also just leans on the routine, then of course, that kind of ends up becoming a little boring and bleak, right? So you would like your partner to change things up, create that excitement. So don't just trust him or her to do so. You be the one to initiate how you can explore new depths, new heights here. And trust me, it will keep you both happy for a long, long time. Now, as far as shared resources between you and your partner, I'm feeling there is an ability to strengthen this somehow, some way. So some couples are actually quite sensitive and hesitant to bring up money matters or money issues. And so that kind of stifles the flow of how you can empower and improve this area. But this month would be a very good month to talk about future investments and future growth, and how together you can grow this area of your life by being open and sharing about it. So that empowers you. And actually there is a very symbolic key here from your guide saying that this is a great month to do so. Now, as far as thinking about taking on a course, I do see some of you longing, wishing to deepen yourself into some material. It becomes a money matter issue though, because I'm seeing how you're thinking, should I or should I not? Should I spend my money on this, or should I hold back and wait for a better time? Maybe you're holding back because of your partner. What would he or she say? In that case, maybe this is what's going to trigger having this talk about money and the shared resources. But if you're feeling that you're wanting, needing to do so, to empower yourself, new growth, new insight, well, then it is money very well spent, and don't hesitate on doing so. In the career field, Aquarius, we mentioned earlier here in the reading that there was a lot of women showing up in your chart or your reading this month, and I'm seeing 2 women showing up around you in your career field. So yes, they can become perhaps either coworkers, supervisors, managers. One of them seems to be a very outgoing type personality. She's warm. She could be very fun. Very energetic, maybe at times a little too energetic, but I'm seeing there's a conflict with this other woman. This other woman seems to be not just headstrong, but maybe she's micromanaging, maybe she's controlling too much. And this first woman that I'm seeing here, I see her coming to you and asking you whether you have the same experience of her acting this or that way, or in fact, if only she's getting this treatment where this other person is trying to micromanage her. But she's definitely not happy with this, and maybe you have the same experience of her. Maybe there's several of you in the work area that might be seeing this one woman being very, not that she bickers, but there's a nag, or there's just this arrogance to her. And so there might be a talk about it coming up. So beware and be ready to participate, to share your view on it without getting mixed up into it. Okay, that's the whole trick. Now, in the area of friendships, there is a male. This man is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's as if this man he's so good-hearted, and he's so generous, and he's so creative, too. However, though, it looks like he's going through a phase of a little bit of hardship. He's feeling outside of the flow, as if he's set aside, not by anybody in particular. Maybe he's just feeling that cosmos is setting him aside. He's going through something, so he's feeling a little lonely in it. So if you know per today who he is, don't hesitate to reach out. Let him know that you're there, you're supportive, your friendship is there to be counted on. I think that he could find it very healing, because he himself is a person as such too that has a lot of empathy for other people. And he always seemed to come across as somebody who's always there to listen, but he doesn't really reach out when he needs help. So be intuitive here and help him. So at least wrapping up things here for you, by the end of this month, you will know definitely this new path that is charting out, opening up for you. I feel that July has been a good month in so many ways for you. And so you're going to be a little busy here. Gotta say, though, the last few days of July, and that will bring you into August and what we will be forecasting for you next month. But it's already showing here that you're powering up, ready to take on something of responsibility here at the end of the month. But, listen to what's going on with your partner for this month, so you can see if this correlates with where you're at. And also your moon and rising sign can give you some extra hints and insights and guidance for extra things that you can come to experience here this month. So thank you for listening, liking, and sharing, and I will see you, Aquarius, next month in August, all right?